The seat of the Spirit is on top of your head here. But he resides in human beings in the heart. Of course, it comes out also and watches you. It is not in our conscious mind. It resides and watches the whole field. In Gita, he is called as Kshetragya, the one who knows the field, the knower of the field. He knows everything. He watches. He's just watching where we go, what we do, what compromises we make, how we run after our seeking, how we go to falsehood, what we do, everything it is watching. The Holy Ghost is the one which receives the information and records everything in itself, but the information is given by the deity who is the seed or the spirit of Jesus Christ, who is sitting down there, Ganesha. The spirit itself is Chit Ananda. He exists in the state of truth. Now, we do not know what truth is. People say God is love, God is truth. Now, what is the truth? The truth is this all-pervading power. And this all-pervading power is the nature of the Spirit, which gives you the absolute knowledge. Now mark it. Absolute knowledge. For example, if you have to say, what is the shape of this? You will say, it's a pyramid. Alright? But is it a good thing to have a pyramid for a church or not? There could be 100 opinions on that. But if you ask me or ask any Sahaja Yogi, they said, yes, it has to be a pyramid. Why? Because in a pyramid, there is a coefficient and you feel the vibrations. It's absolutely absolute knowledge. That's the truth you know. You want to know if a person is fake or not. You just put your hands like this and ask a question. Is he true? Your vibrations will stop. You may even get blisters if you ask such a question about someone. So you do not know through your mental activity. A person may look very nice, as I told you. He may behave in such a manner that you say, oh, what a fine man he is. Is such and such person is a realized soul or not? How will you know? You just put your hands towards that person and you'll start getting the vibrations from that person. You'll enjoy them. Only after a realization only we can really enjoy other person. Really enjoy. One day I was in Calcutta, I was staying in a hotel on my way to Singapore, and there was a very great soul who came to see me. And he just sneaked into the room. See, sometimes it happens that some of these great souls who live in Himalayas and all that, they come in. And he just saw me and he fell at my feet. And there were at least 5-6 Sahaja Yogis staying in other rooms. And suddenly they felt tremendous, cool joy falling on them. A cold shower like thing. And they all came running, one after another. What's happened? What happened? And he was at my feet. They opened the door and they said, oh, Mother. Mother, how did you come? Oh, Mother. And then they started feeling him. He was enjoying me, I was enjoying him, and they were all enjoying him. You don't have to tell whether a person is true or not. There is no mental deduction. It just happens. You start feeling. Even children are like that. Even small children. If they are realized souls, immediately they'll say this is this and this is this, finished. There's no compromise. How can you compromise? That's what I told you yesterday, that Christ never compromised. He never compromised. How can you compromise with darkness if you are light? So the first thing you are the truth. The Spirit tells you what is the truth. It tells you everything about everything. It is the truth. The knowledge that is pure is the truth. As I told you, Gavin Brown, when he got his realization, he said, my father has not telephoned, and he put his hands there and he got a burning here. And when he had telephoned, he found out that his father was down with bronchitis. And I told him exactly the same thing. Now, a person who came to me the other day, who had multiple sclerosis, is a very serious disease according to doctors. But according to me, it is not. And everybody told me the same sentence he was catching. Of course, because I have been in the medicine, I have been in the medical college, I know these chakras means what. And he told me that he had this problem. Even if he had not told me, I would have known that he had this problem. Everybody will see the same center is catching. So, you are the truth. Then after some time, you cannot bear untruth. You cannot bear falsehood. I mean, we also are like that, I tell you. Now the first center is very important, is of the inner sense, which gives you the magnetic powers, in the sense not only that you are attractive, but I mean you attract people, but magnetic means that you know whether you are moving to the north or to the south. Birds have this power in them. Birds have. That's how they fly from one place to another, because they can feel the magnet within. And a person who is pure at that point, he never gets lost because he knows which side he is moving. I mean, I have that problem. I have never had a problem like that. I move either to the left or to the right, or to forward. And my husband, who is dealing with shipping, he says, I have never met a better navigator than my wife. And it's so spontaneous. I mean, I don't have to think. I know for definite that you are moving in the wrong direction or in the right direction. Even the material movement, I mean to say. All of them have experience. They have great drivers, and they have got all the maps and everything. And immediately I know that you are going on the wrong direction, because the magnet immediately turns around. So the magnet is placed within you there, but it is to be awakened. When it is awakened, these deities, when they are awakened, you become the truth. Like the light that comes in, you start seeing everything as far as your feelings are concerned, your experiencing is concerned. So you become the truth. Now one may say, how truth could be love? That's a very common question. Truth cannot be love, because, I mean, if you tell somebody something that is truth, he may not like, and he may be unhappy, and it may not be dear to him, and he might be very, very worried about it. Manu said long time back that you should speak the truth, and you must speak the things which are dear to others. Satyam vadet priyam vadet. People said it's not possible, it's an absurd situation, how can you do it? So Krishna has put something in between. He said, satyam vadet, hitam vadet, priyam vadet. You say something that is the truth, always say the truth. And say something, hitam means for the pleasing of your spirit. That's the condition. And ultimately that becomes a very dear thing. In the beginning one may not like it, but ultimately this will be very much like this truth. So all these things he has put together and said that you have to speak the truth has to be pleasing to the spirit, and ultimately the person is going to enjoy it. So the truth is, everything is illusion except for the divine love of God that is all pervading, which you can feel through your spirit. This power has got telecommunication. It has got all that you have created in the science. It can coordinate and cooperate. It has got all the angels and all the great souls to help it and to look after you. And the topping the whole thing is the quality that it loves. It loves you. So it doesn't come to you like a sword. It gives you the time to improve, to judge yourself, to rise, to grow, just as a mother would look after her child. Forgive mistakes. See that the child rises and grows into complete manhood. So it is love. And the love that is so powerful is the truth. And it never fails. It never fails.